guys, Leo from Yu-Gi-Oh! Network here. Time to show you another deck profile of the Fire King deck, basically. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite decks. This is such a great deck. It's pretty consistent all the way around. Like it's really hard to get around this deck. Um, or when it comes to like sheer monsters and just stuff like that. Like you can't beat this deck using only monsters. You're gonna have to play smart and like use like a lot of like certain traps that would render your monsters useless in the graveyard. And since the macro and dimension fissure are both at 1, it makes this deck a lot better because that was usually the main problem with the deck. But let's jump right into it. Alright, first we got 3 Fire King High Avatar Garunix. This is the main monster of the deck. Basically, if he's destroyed by card effect, by any card effect, and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon him from your graveyard during the standby phase. And once that effect resolves, he's able to destroy every single monster on the field except himself. And that's just he nukes to all the monsters on the field. That's just a crazy effect. And not only that, but if he's ever destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 Fire King monster from your deck. That's just great. Um, and next we got 2 Sacred Phoenix and Nephthys. His effect is the same thing as Garunix, except it destroys all the spells and traps in the deck instead of all of them. I mean, not in the deck, well, on the field. But it activates the same way, like if you destroy by a card effect, but it resolves during your standby phase. Someone sent me a message. It resolves during your standby phase, not any standby phase like Garunix. Next, we got 2 Flamvell Firedogs. This is just a great card, 1900 beater, and if he destroys a monster's opponent by battle, an opponent's monster. Well, fuck, sorry, an opponent's monster by battle. You can special summon 1 fire monster with 200 less defense, except himself. And there's like 6 different targets you can pick from. And so yeah, like the 3 aspects, which is up next, and the Barongs. Next we got 3 Fire King Avatar Yaksha. Is one of the best cards in the deck. He makes it really easy to summon your Garunix because if his effect is if he's destroyed by a card effect or something like that, you can destroy 1 card in either your side of the field or in your hand. So that's just a crazy effect. If you have a Garunix or an Nephthys in your hand, you can use the effect of Yaksha if he's destroyed by a card effect, and then you can destroy 1 of the cards that's in your hand and have the effects go up next standby phase. And actually, he doesn't even need to be destroyed by a card effect as long as he's sent to the graveyard. As long as he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, so this includes by battle. So it's even better. He's even more of a great monster. I didn't even notice that part. And if a monster is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon it during the damage step. I mean, except without being a damage step. So if you control any Fire King monster and they're destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon it to the field. So if you have a Yaksha in your hand, for example, a Yaksha on the field, and the Garunix destroys it, you can special summon like another Yaksha or another Barong, because Barong also shares the same effect. Now Barong is a searcher of the deck, so you have to run him at 3. Fire King Avatar Barong. You run him at 3 because he's a searcher of the deck, and that's basically why. Not only can he search all the Fire King monsters, but he can search all the Fire King spells. So that's why he's a really great card. He also has the same effect where if he's destroyed by if the monster is destroyed by a card effect, when your Fire King monster is destroyed by a card effect, you special summon him. Um, and his effect goes off during the next standby phase. So that's how it works. And it's only if he's destroyed by a card effect, not by battle like Yaksha. Now we have 3 Code Soldier Wolfbark. It's a great tech. It's just basically an easy XZ summon. Like if you have any cards in the graveyard and you level 4 fire monster in the graveyard, Beast Warriors, you summon him, activate his effect, and get any level 4 or whatever, and just like right then and there, you just XZ and get whatever cards you want. It's just a great card. That's why you have to run him at 3. I think he's essential. That's why you honestly don't even need Rekindling in this deck because there's only 6 targets you can choose from. But you can just use Wolfbark if you need to. But anyway, next you have 1 Fire Fist Bear to get out your Tenkis, and then 1 Effect Veiler to mess with people. Now onto the spells, we have 3 Onslaught of the Fire King. Basically, what this card does is if you control no monsters but your opponent controls one, you can special summon 1 Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast from your deck. Its effects are negated and it's destroyed in the end phase. But what you would do is always go for the High Avatar Garunix because though this guy's effect is going to be negated, not only is it a 2700 beater, but his effect resolves in the graveyard regardless. So once he's destroyed because of Onslaught of the Fire King, this next standby phase is going to come destroy all the monsters in the field. It's just a great card. Dark Hole is self-explanatory. It's just Dark Hole. It's the best card ever. Not ever, but it's a good card. And we have 2 Rekindlings. It's just a special summon all your monsters. If you have a lot of monsters in the graveyard, or even if you have 1, if you didn't use the effect or something like that, First summon all of them from your graveyard, 200 defense or lower, and you have 6 targets, like I said. Um, and so it's like if you really need to XZ or like if you really need to use the effects of some of them, that's basically what it's for. It's I um I used to run 3. It wasn't needed. The games would be over before I even used all 3. It wasn't always needed, so I took one out. You could even take another Rekindling out if you really want to add something else, but I think it's fine the way it is. Next, we have one Fool's Burial. That's usually to send your Fire King, and then you can do a combo. You basically send Fire King to the graveyard, Avatar Garunix to the graveyard with Fool's Burial, then summon any monster, activate Circle of the Fire Kings, and get them back. And yeah. Next we have 3 MSTs. Just because there's some like really annoying spells and traps like Dimensional Freezer, Macrocosmos, stuff like that, or Necro Valley especially. So it's definitely you need to have this card. Because Necro Valley and stuff like that just ruin the whole deck. Next we have 2 Circle of the Fire Kings. You target one fire monster you control and one fire monster in your graveyard. Destroy the monster you targeted and special summon the one from the graveyard. So you can like destroy any one of your monsters like a Yaksha or like a High Avatar Garunix. And then since Yaksha's effect will go off, you can destroy the Garunix and then have his effect go off next turn. So it's just really good. You run those at 2. And we have 2 Tenkis to search out all your Beast Warriors. So it's your Barongs, Yakshas, and the 1 Bear, and your 3 Wolfbarks. Then for the traps, we have 1 Bottomless staple. And we have 1 Generation Shift. Now what this card does is just a great card. You destroy 1 monster you control, which would always usually be like a Garunix or a Yaksha or Barong if you need to search for a card, or any card you really feel necessary. And then you get to add 1 card from the deck with the same exact name as that. So if you destroy a Garunix, you have to get a Garunix. If you destroy a Barong, get a Barong, you know. And it's just a great card. And you have 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, 1 Trap Stun, so people can't, troll you with traps, just in case you need to try to push for game or something like that. And triple Call of the Haunted. Now the reason we have triple, you can run double, it's alright, but I think triple is more essential because if let's say they use MST, right? If you have this face down, you can chain your Call of the Haunted and summon your High Avatar Garunix, and because of the chain order, since Call of the Haunted resolves first, your Garunix will be on the field, and then Call of the Haunted will destroy. MST will destroy your trap, and that would give Garunix's effect to go off next turn. So it's usually why it's there. Now for the extra deck, we have 1 Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord Heliopolis, whatever the hell you pronounce that. You won't really summon any level 8s, any level 8 XZs. It's really, really, really rare for you to use them. It's like really rare. It usually never happens, but just in case, those moments you might actually need to use it. We have the rest are just rank 4s. We have 1 Pearl, because Evil Swarms are a thing. We have 1 Utopia, 1 Thunder Spark Dragon, 2 Tiger Kings, Brotherhood of the Fire for Tiger Kings. Usually to get your Tenki out, to get like your Yaksha or whatever. 1 Photon Papilloperative, 1 Blackship of Corn, 2 Diamond Dire Wolves. You can use these on your own monsters, and they actually work really great. Because they'll be destroyed by a card effect or whatever, like a Yaksha. If you use Diamond Dire Wolf to destroy him, it really won't happen usually. You usually end up destroying yourself to destroy something else. That's usually how it is. We got 1 Maestroke, 1 Lavable Chain, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 Gaga Cowboy. Lavable Chain is the same thing as a Fool's Burial. You send your Garunix to the graveyard, and then activate Circle of the Fire King, destroy your Lavable Chain or whoever you want to destroy. Yeah. Now, the extra deck isn't really an extra deck like usually most of my decks are. It's just cards that I feel could be in the deck, not should be, but could be in the deck, but I just don't feel the need to add them. But if there's anything you want to take out, you can add any of the side cards or whatever. So we have 1 Maxi, 1 Mechlord Emperor Weasel. See, what his effect is, basically if one of your monsters are destroyed by a card effect, which is what happens very frequently, you special summon him. And that's why he's there. He's 2500. He's just really good card. And if they have a synchro, it'll work even better. Like if they have something like a Stardust, it's done. We have 1 Effect Veiler, just in case you need an extra. We have the extra Rekindling here if you really feel the need to run 3, which I don't think you will have to, but just in case. 1 Night Beam if they're using like a really heavy back row. 1 Tenzu, so you can summon more monsters, I guess. 1 Mind Crush for like Mermails. This is like a real like side deck card. The extra Mirror Force, unless like in case they summon a lot of monsters, you really need to destroy them, which you really don't need because you have Garunix to just kill all of them, like whenever. 1 Dust Tornado for more back row. 1 Kickfire. This card, it's pretty good. It's basically, excuse me, damn, I'm sick. Basically, it's For all the fire monsters that are destroyed by card effect, you place one counter on the card, and then you can destroy it to inflict 1,000 for each counter you had. So it's pretty good. And then we have two Imperial Iron Walls just in case they try to play with macros, Dimensional Fissure, one Royal Decree, and they have the Royal Decree there because you can take out a lot of these like traps. You know, you don't even need to really use these traps, so it doesn't really make a difference. One goes in match for like stuff like Six Samurais and that one solid one, which I actually might consider putting in the main deck and taking out the Pathways because he's really not needed. His back row like sometimes helps you. People have like a Torrential, like a Mirror Force, he'll come back next turn, so it wouldn't even make a difference. Or actually add an extra Flamvell Firedog, that wouldn't be too bad either. Or another Circle of Fire King. But yeah, that's the deck profile. It's just a really great deck. I recommend it to anybody. It's a really consistent deck. And yeah, so yeah, that's the deck profile. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share. You know, show some love. And yeah, Leo from Yu-Gi-Oh Network. Peace.